Yo, what's the seed, folks? We are on week 4 of the we're on week 4 of the vlog. Let's get to it. Eutoro wise, I'm still working on the customer discovery interviews, trying to figure out how to ramp up the value to videographers absent the scale that we need for the system of creative supporting creatives to start running on its own. So I've been getting some nuggets of valuable information, so I'm continuing with that. On a personal side, I'm gonna start back working out. I've realized that every winter I don't really do shit. I enter into this quasi hibernative state in which I don't really want to go anywhere. I don't really want to step out of my door. And this winter it's worse because I'm not even working out. I haven't been working out, and I could feel myself slowing down. So I really want to start in this Wednesday or so. I'm gonna start back lifting and doing some cardio and standardize that so I could stop hemorrhaging some of my efficiency. So that's my plan. Besides that, my body is being an asshole. I've still been getting up at 5:30, but I can't drop asleep until after 12. And even when I do drop asleep, my quality of sleep not there. It's not there right now. It's like if my body is giving me a giant fuck you for having the audacity to wake this indolent asshole up at 5:30 every day. But yeah, it's gonna have to deal with it because I'm gonna keep doing it until this fucker concedes and raises the white flag, so I could go back to dropping asleep at a decent hour, getting a decent quantity and quality of sleep. That is the plan. So this 5:30 waking up thing ain't going nowhere. Last week I mentioned in one of the videos that me and Wendy had a Facebook Live. That was really just a Facebook Live in a small group, so none of my friends saw it. Only a few people did see it. But I expressed to her my revelation regarding fear conquering. I realized that there's a certain threshold when it comes to building fear conquering muscles, where if you conquer your fears with enough frequency, not only do the fears that you have conquered become easier to address, but just fears in general. Like anything that scares you becomes a little bit less intimidating in general, and that is powerful as hell. So if I had to describe it a little bit more, I would say it's akin to it's akin to somebody running frequently versus somebody running infrequently. If you run once a month, your time might drop by a few seconds here and there, but that's about it. That's where the benefits cease. But if you run multiple times a week, only then does the smorgasbord of physiological benefits and other physical benefits actually manifest themselves. And fear conquering is kind of like that, in that if I do one scary thing a month, let's just say give a speech, giving speeches are going to become a little bit less intimidating, but everything else is going to remain the same. But if I do a splatter of scary things every month, then everything that scares me seems to be a little bit easier to lift or to handle. Things that I haven't tried, things that have been scaring me that I'm not even ready to address yet. I haven't addressed yet. All of those things seem a lot easier to handle, and that is why I decided to come up with a fear conquering challenge for myself. Once a week I'm gonna do something ridiculous to conquer one of my fears. And I told Wendy about it, and that bastard suggested that I Facebook Live my speech. And for those of you who are coming here from my Facebook friends, that is why I had that Facebook Live up there. I wasn't kidding. I told y'all I'm tired. So that was why that Facebook Live was up there. I would like to decided to extend the challenge to everybody. I decided to extend the challenge to everyone. So whoever you are, if you want to join the once a week fear conquering challenge, we're going to personalize it. I'm going to be creating a Facebook group. You just need to message me and I'll invite you guys to the secret Facebook group. For now, I'm going to keep it secret. We could probably do a vote later as to whether or not we want to make it public, but I want to keep it secret because I want people to upload videos of them doing this shit. I want us to have some fun conquering these fears, like laugh at each other, like just enjoy it, you know? Laugh at each other, laugh at ourselves, and enjoy it, knowing that we all here doing the same ridiculous shit. We all here to support each other through this shit. So, if you really are interested, join us. Like, what's the worst that would happen? It's either going to change your life or it's not, and it's just going to be entertaining, hilarious, and help you give less of a fuck about what people think of a trivial shit that you're not supposed to be caring about in any case. So I don't really see any downside to it. So again, if you're interested, let me know. I would say that as far as fear conquering, that reminds me, there's another benefit that I was able to discern that I didn't expect. So as far as Eutoro and maybe everything in life, as far as Eutoro, I was able to realize that me conquering some of these fears has given me the gumption to come up with more creative and audacious solutions. So in the maybe for a few months, no, I'm lying, in the last few weeks, I've been trying to come up with some solutions to some problems I've been having with Eutoro. And I came up with a splatter of solutions, but now that I'm starting to address my fears and I'm building those fear conquering muscles, I'm coming up with some solutions, some audacious solutions that I was completely blindsided to. I mean, blindsided to it like if I feel as though somebody just walked in the fucking room and gave me those solutions. It didn't seem like if it came for me. And what I think is that a lot of the solutions that we have, consciously and even subconsciously, they all relegated to that which we believe. Again, I don't know if it's conscious or subconscious, but they all relegated to that which we believe we're willing to address, that which we are comfortable doing. And I guess by exercising those muscles and becoming comfortable with doing more and more intimidating shit, my creativity is growing as well, because now the limit on what is a feasible idea shifts. And that is very, very powerful, not only for me personally, not only for me with this idea, but with me personally, with all of us, with everything. Because the one thing we do know is that life is going through some curveballs and guaranteed to throw some fucking problems our way. And we need to be effective problem solvers. Problems ain't going nowhere. They're only going to keep stacking up and getting worse and worse as life goes on. So we need to become more and more effective at addressing problems. So that's a benefit of it that I didn't expect. Besides that, I read a book recently, Tim Grover's Relentless book. In that book, he has a term he uses to describe the elite of the elite, the creme de la creme. I'm talking about the guys like everybody in the NBA is elite. You're not talking about you unless you somebody like Kobe. And talks about all their mentality and stuff like that, and it has a lot of nuggets of wisdom. By the end of it, I was thinking to myself, like, the term that he uses for these guys are cleaners. I was thinking to myself at the end of it that, man, these cleaners are fucking assholes. And that's the truth. That's sincerely what I think about them. And so the challenge for me would be to pull the nuggets of information, their thought processes, their dispositions, just the way that they think and operate, pull the bits of it that are going to help get me to where I want to go, but leave the bits of it that I believe are tainted, the bits of it that come with the unnecessary arrogance and the self-centeredness and just the all-around assholeness. And I'm fine leaving those bits on the table, because the good thing is I'm very, very clear on who I want to be. And if getting there requires me to take long routes and not take the shortcut, leave some tips, some efficiencies, some tactics on the table, I'm willing to do that. There's more than one way to get to where you need to go. And I'm fine taking the slow route for some things. And for some things, I'm going to take the fast route. And that's why I enjoyed Tim Grover's book. Another person who I see in that regard is Grant Cardone. he has a lot to offer, but I have mixed thoughts about him, so I'll have to be very judicious in what bits of his insights and his perspectives and his just disposition in general that I'm willing to embrace, and which bits I'm going to reject, even if it comes at a cost. And that's really been my weekly my recap of last week. I am very tired. That's my recap of last week. Again, I'm going to invite you guys, whoever is interested, feel free to join the Fear Conquering Challenge. I am signing out. Peace.